j minus 1 is equal to j plus 1. J minus 1 is equal to what? J plus 1. Similarly, j minus 2 is equal to j plus 2. That means what? Positive side amplitude of the positive side component and the similar negative side component is same. Similar negative side component is same. Okay. Now you see here. Anyway, we observe that j and beta nature. Again, n can go from minus infinity to plus infinity. Then there is cos fc plus n from t. You know how to represent simple cos signal using Fourier transform. It consists of impulse. It consists of impulse, both positive impulse and negative impulse. Say if your signal is having only fc, then you will have plus fc and minus fc. You will have plus fc and minus fc. So again, it consists of many frequencies, because when n is 0, you will have only fc. When n is 1, you will have fc plus fm. When n is minus 1, you will have fc minus fm. Okay. Similarly, again, what will be the corresponding amplitude? As n varies, this amplitude varies. So like that, you have to plot your value. Okay. This is why it is decreasing, because as n increases, everything is constant. But what happens to jn? Jn will decrease. So your amplitude decreases. Okay. Finally, they have represented the frequency domain signal, frequency domain, time domain signal in terms of, sorry, fm, time domain fm waveform in terms of frequency domain representation. In terms of frequency domain representation. Here the center one is carrier, center one is carrier. First upper side band, first lower side band, second upper side band, second lower side band. Like that, it goes up to infinity. This also goes up to minus infinity. Then what is the observation? What is the bandwidth of the fm? What is the bandwidth of the fm? The bandwidth of the fm ideal case is infinite only. Infinite. In ideal case, the bandwidth is infinite because the spectrum is extending from fc2 up to infinite value. So the bandwidth is ideally infinite. The bandwidth is ideally infinite. Okay. But Carson rule is there. Carson in a defined manner அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா Carson defined, you first fix the beta. Anyway, you have fixed the beta. You have fixed the beta. Beta, say beta is some number in generally. Beta is some number. It has no unit. Okay, why it has no unit? Del f divided by fm, frequency divided by frequency. There is no unit. Beta is a number. You have number. You add one with that. You add one with that. Suppose if it is 5, you will get 6. Then what he is telling? You take 6 components here. You take 6 components in this direction. Anyway, because this is center frequency. See, please remember, this is not simply negative. This is not the negative frequency. This is the lower side frequency, because center frequency is not 0. Center frequency is fc. So what he is telling? You first find out beta. You first fix the beta. Then add 1 with that. You take that many component in the upper side band and that many component in the lower side band. Say here 6 component, here 6 component, the lower side band. Then what is telling? Once if you observe the energy over that spectrum, you will have almost 99% of the energy. Okay. What is the conclusion? The beta plus 1 upper side band and beta plus 1 lower side band is having the energy of 99% of the energy of the original signal. So in the remaining spectrum, you are having only 1% of the energy. In the remaining spectrum, you are having only 1% of the energy. So even if you lost 1%, there is no problem. You can recover your original message signal somehow. So he is giving you the idea how much spectrum you have to take. So beta plus 1 upper side band and beta plus 1 lower side band. And see one thing, how it varies from center point to first side band. What is the variation? Plus fm is the variation. Okay, plus fm, because fc, the next one is what? Plus fm. Then what is the difference? Only fm. Again, one more fm, one more fm. So then what is the final equation? So what is the final equation? So the bandwidth final equation is, bandwidth final equation is 2 times beta plus 1. Okay, 2 times beta plus 1, because both upper side band and lower side band, it varies by the factor of what? Fm, because that difference is Fm. So this is the final practical bandwidth of the Fm signal. This is the final practical bandwidth of the Fm signal. Okay, so again, this is called Carson rule of bandwidth for Fm. This is called Carson rule of bandwidth for Fm. Exam la kepanga Carson rule of bandwidth appdin kepanga. இல்லனா Carson rule of bandwidth applicable to what? AM, FM அது போல கேட்பாங்க. அப்போ என்னது? Carson rule of bandwidth is applicable to FM system, applicable to FM system. Okay. Now Now see what is our bandwidth. Our bandwidth is 2 beta plus 1 fm, 2 beta plus 1 fm. Now you know what is beta. The beta value is del f divided by fm. The beta value is del f divided by fm. Once you substitute beta, what happens? Del f divided by fm plus 1 plus fm. So finally what you are getting? 2 del f plus 2 fm. Okay, in this way also they can mention the bandwidth. What is another formula bandwidth? 2 del f plus del f, 2 del f plus 2 fm, or otherwise 2 beta plus 1 fm. You can use any one of the formula. Both will give you the same answer. Both the formula will give you the same answer. Okay. Then what is the extension of this? Say the bandwidth is equal to 2 del f plus 2 fm. Okay. In some cases, you have chosen del f is much greater than fm. Say for example, the del f you have chosen in megahertz range. That is possible. It's up to you. You can choose del f value because it all depends on what? Kf, frequency sensitivity. You can choose very high frequency sensitivity, then your del f will be high. Suppose your message signal is in kilohertz range only, like up to 15 kilohertz. Okay. So like del f frequency deviation is higher range, your message frequency is in lower range. So that time you can neglect 2 fm. You can neglect 2 fm. Then your bandwidth depends on what? Only 2 del f approximately. Okay. Once del f is much greater, you can remove fm, 2 fm value. So finally the bandwidth, approximate bandwidth is 2 del f. Finally the approximate bandwidth is 2 del f. Okay. This is like extreme condition. But in reality, what happens? In reality, say bandwidth is equal to 2 del f plus 2 fm. For commercial fm, that fm we are using in daily basis, 88 to 108 megahertz. For commercial fm, that message signal frequency is 15 kilohertz and the frequency deviation is 75 kilohertz. Frequency deviation 75 kilohertz. These two are in same range. You cannot, 75 is not much greater than 50. They are in same range. So you cannot make any reduction. You cannot neglect anything here. So you have to consider both things. So what is the final value? So 2 times of 75 plus 215, 2 into 15, 30. So you are getting 180 kilohertz. So bandwidth is 180 kilohertz. Some extra 20 kilohertz will be added as a guard band for every channel. So finally the bandwidth of the FM system is 200 kilohertz. So in case of FM system, the bandwidth for each user or each operator, the bandwidth of each operator is 200 kilohertz. That's important. Okay, in case of FM, what is the bandwidth? That is 200 kilohertz. Okay, for commercial FM, this is the value. For commercial FM, this is the value. Then what is the modulation index? What is the modulation index in this case? In case of commercial FM, the modulation index beta is equal to what? Del f divided by fm. Okay, del f I have taken it as 75 kilohertz. FM is 15 kilohertz. Okay, then what is beta? Beta is 5. What is beta? Beta is 5. For commercial FM, the modulation index value is 5. And once again, you will try to put it in that formula: 2 beta plus 1 FM, 2 beta plus 1 FM. So 2 beta value is 5. So I am getting 6. FM value is 15K. 15 into 12 is 120K. Once if you add guard band, you will get 200K. Okay. So finally, what is the observation for commercial FM? You should know this value always. For commercial FM, message frequency value, maximum value is 15 kilohertz. Frequency deviation is 75 kilohertz. And modulation index is 5. And bandwidth is 200, including guard band. Then what is the carrier swing? Anybody? What is the carrier swing here?
150 kilohertz.
150 kilohertz. The carrier swing here is 150 kilohertz. Okay, so this is the observation of the FM system. Observation of the FM system. Okay. Yeah, I think we have covered remaining things in the other videos. I think anyway, I will conclude this, what we have discussed so far. So we have concluded the bandwidth, ideal bandwidth of the FM is infinite. For practical bandwidth using Carson and rule, you can take beta plus 1 upper sideband and beta plus 1 lower sideband. Then the bandwidth is 2 beta plus 1 FM. By modification, you can get this. Okay. Next, in generally, FM carrier frequency is 88 to 108 megahertz. Okay. In case of AM, 550 kilohertz to 1650 kilohertz. In case of FM, it is from 88 megahertz to 108 megahertz. Okay. Next, another important thing of FM is frequency reuse is possible. Very important concept. Frequency reuse is possible. And what is the frequency range of this one? 88 to 108 megahertz. It comes under space wave communication. It comes under space wave communication, or another name for space wave communication is line of sight communication. Another name for space wave communication is called line of communication. Please remember simply, if the communication frequency is greater than 30 megahertz, that is called line of sight communication or